This is where everyone dies.
We're going to Mexico!
So we bought the cheapest running Baja bucket we could find. Yeah, we're just wrenching this on the side of a highway.
We haven't planned anything.
We're trying to figure out what the hell we're doing. Because we still haven't actually made a plan. Well, here's what I'm thinking. The road.
Still no plan.
It's so much better.
Guys, there's really nothing like modding a car just out in the middle of the desert.
Camping with the Hoonigans. Be a shit show.
It's a rare condition this day and age to read any good news on the newspaper.
All right, it's the start of day one. Trophy trucks are about to come ripping through here in about 20 minutes.
So we should get buttoned up and get out of here. Speaking about getting buttoned up. God damn it.
So we're just packing up the rest of our tent, and then we're gonna set up shop and hopefully get some rad shots and then chase these guys all the way to San Felipe.
Thursday morning, and we're waiting for the trophy trucks to come out. So Zach and I are gonna go out and try to scout a location to pick. Yeah, we've never done this before, so
Yeah.
we don't really know what to look out for.
I think for the most part, we're just trying to hope that we don't get in the way of a trophy truck coming careening down the road at 100 miles an hour. And,
Yeah, that's the main objective. Ready? Top speed run?
Yeah, let's do
Top
it.
speed run? Hit the odometer, it's climbing. Going to fourth, downhill, downhill. Wide open. Yeah! This car is like a metaphor for how the Hoonigans travel. It's like you're trying really hard to get somewhere fast, and no matter how floored you are, you're just barely moving.
Heroes de Baja, California. Doing handstand push-up.
Trying to stay fit while we just eat 3,000 Cliff Bars a day.
I don't think that's right.
No.
So we're out here at our first Baja 1000, and it's pretty insane. That's the first time shooting Baja.
Yeah!
It was dusty. What's up, BJ?
Holy shit, this is crazy.
So crazy, so much dust.
You could just stand on the race course. What the fuck?
BJ get completely loose. The only one who does. That's how BJ runs the line. All the way out. All right, so we just watched, like, I don't know, the first 15, 16 cars pass by. Anyway, here we go. Now we get to start chasing. That's where it gets fun. Flat out!
Mile 50 confirmed. Rollover, please. Can I get confirmation, please?
We're heading up to the first official BFG pit. We're at Rancho Mike.
So we're at BFG Pit 1. It's about 100 miles into the race. It's a pretty rad setup they have here. Whether you have like a Class 11, Ultra 4, or trophy truck, they will literally help you out, do everything from tire changes and fuel, all the way to like diagnosing electrical issues and like welding your frame back together. The tool bench is definitely something I can relate to. This is like what my garage would look like.
First off,
They have this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Followed by grinders.
and hammers.
And hammers.
Everything's great. You think everything's gonna go just fine, and then it doesn't.
But it's still going.
It's still going. Nothing's wrong.
You still got like 900 miles.
I gotta get you somewhere out there and got a flat, which I'm not happy about, but it came out of absolutely nowhere. And then we got stuck, and while we were stuck, we were hit, which is why my fender's all jacked right now. Other than that, I'm doing great.
Yeah, so even though Casey has a ton of trucks chasing him, he's still using this as well. He has 2 tires at every single pit and fuel, so he's completely set up for it. Casey's super business. I walked over, he gave me that, and it was done. It was right back in it, drank 6 of water through the mountain on the way.
Tell me about your first Baja 1000 experience so far.
I'm ready to race. I mean, I'm not ready. I'm not prepared in any way.
Would you race our Class 11 with us next year?
Hell yeah.
You'd put that thing down and race?
Yeah, well, I'll strap this to my head. It's crazy that we're having this conversation like 3 feet from the race line.
We were running through like deep sand.
What are you doing there, man?
Hand tightening the bolt that holds the steering wheel on while we're driving because it just shook loose.
Through a sketchy canyon road, too?
Whatever. All good. I came to Mexico to apparently die. Way better.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's good. Yo, look at this thing crab walking down the block. Yo, what? How do you...
Thursday, just finished up, watching the sun go down. We're heading down to San Felipe, gonna drive past, get to pit number 2, check out some of the action that's going on there.
He was 3 hours too late.
Well, we just bottomed the buggy out on a big old bump, and Zach thought it was on fire, so we pulled over to check it out.
Not on fire.
Not on fire. I mean, there is a little bit of
It is leaking a
some
little
sort
bit.
of liquid coming out from somewhere.
Basically, we're in the middle of nowhere. I mean, there hasn't been a light for miles. The only light's coming from trophy trucks, buggies, and like whatever else is left over just screaming by. Like, especially when you come up over a bump and then it unsettles.
And the headlights feel like it's gonna give you an epileptic seizure the whole time. So I said I got out last night and I was like, I felt like I just did the Milli Miglia.
I mean, dude, I'm wearing gloves for a reason.
I don't know if shit car would have gotten this far.
Plus, you can't deadlift shit car.
Look at that rebound.
This is crazy.
All right, we're super sketchy trying to pull out on this road with like all 30 horsepower of this thing. Oh shit, big one. Oh! All right, bug update. Really jarring in here. I think there's a high possibility that maybe the motor and transmission is slightly dislodged.
BFG Pit 2. We just got here, just checking out the scene.
So we're here right now currently at 260.
We now realize that we're probably not going to make it all the way to La Paz, and we're totally cool with that. We've never been down here before, and our buggy does about 60 miles an hour. So we're not bummed. We're going to chase it as far as we can, and tomorrow we're just going to rip on our Raptors and our bug and have a good time.
Officially the most terrifying part of this vacation. We gotta cross this.
Are you fucking out of your mind?
We have to cross this road, which doesn't seem like a big feat, except there's fucking trophy trucks and buggies flying by because this is the fast section. And they're like ripping through here at like 85 miles an hour.
Nice knowing you.
Alright, oh shit.
Pretty sure we're on the race course now.
I have no idea. We're trying to follow Scotto.
We have fuel left?
It's got like a half tank.
I mean, fill that shit up in Long Beach.
We've decided to enter the race ourselves. We're gonna make it. San Felipe. Come on.
nighttime. We found a section of the race road that's like, I don't know, half a mile off of the main road, watching cars go by at night. It's kind of fun. You can like see them coming up. You have no idea what they are. You just get blinded by light and then see them as they pass. You can guess engine tone. It's not really on it. UTV maybe?
Baja 1000 is hard, but we decided to come.
Thanks, babe. That's perfect.
Good.
We came down here, and other than Ashley, none of us have done this before.
Yeah, but this is arguably the most difficult race to attend. Fire is gonna fizzle out while we still can't finish the thought.
Yo, stoke the fire, Kanan. How's that A7S look right now? Amazing, right? Looks like it's 2 o'clock.
Yeah, amazing with a fucking construction worker dumping logs on the flame.
Am I
fired for the 18th?
Take your vest off, newbie. We only planned to come down here 2 weeks ago. We were originally going to follow Bill Caswell. He didn't even start the event because he showed up late. So we figured let's just go and run it. We grabbed a race book and started running it today and kind of just chasing everyone.
I mean, I've never done anything like this. A really surreal moment was like Teague and I pulled off the side of the road, walked down this little like sandy ledge, and then literally stood in the race line and just shot these trucks 3 inches from us. There was like a crew of dudes that just made shrimp and were just eating them at a table, and they were just getting like roost thrown right at their table, but they were still eating the shrimp, just hanging out there, like literally on the outside of a turn that people were just like sliding through. It's just complete mayhem.
Our plan now is to get some sleep, hang out, wake up in the morning, and if there's any cars still on the road, we'll continue to chase. If not, we'll go have some fun in our Baja Bug and the Raptor.
Well, first off, we're going to wake up tomorrow, and apparently there's a beach right there, so that's pretty cool.
We haven't actually seen it yet because we got here when it was really dark. I was afraid that the Bug was going to be the thing that slowed us down the whole time.
The Bug made the trip.
It'll average around 60 miles an hour on
white
flat.
knuckled.
White knuckle. It feels like you're doing 150. So
everything
like
in it is scary.
Me screwing the steering wheel back on while driving through the fucking twisties.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the nut came off as we were driving.
When you hit the brakes, it just veers right.
Which has gotten worse and worse as we've progressed. For some reason, it only goes the right way.
So last night we got to this campground, had no idea what it looked like. This morning, woke up, and it's pretty friggin' rad. I mean, we might have messed up a little bit on the storytelling part, but we were enjoying ourselves way too much this morning and got breakfast and went swimming and
took a shower, which was...
So we already broke down our campsite, but we had some tents posted up next to the Raptors. Little campfire from last night. Now we're gonna go run this thing down the beach go find some trails to blaze with it and these two trucks. Brian's just itching to drive this thing on the beach, so he's like, I gotta go double check that the pressures are good for the sand.
I need to air down.
So we're gonna go for a quick rip. I mean, I might as well come too, just for safety. That lasted a long time. Let me go watch Brian struggle.
What'd you do?
Dude, we left you for a minute. You dug it all the way to the engine.
You got 60 feet.
Brian got it stuck first.
No. I felt it start to stick. Went to go get the gauge to air it down. Vinny got back in, and in classic Vinny mode, he just sent it. That is so gratifying.
Do it. Get in. That's not bad at all.
Thanks, Vinny. Died. Well, it's still gas.
If we ever check the gas on that.
We filled it in Long Beach. So this just happened and you caught it. Wow, that's sketchy.
Oh my
God. What'd you do?
Yeah, that's sketchy. It like got a little loose.
The whole rack?
Or it just... We just took the air filter off for the first time, and it is sans filter.
No filter.
So,
here's something we can do. So this is what I do on my motorcycle. This is super sketch, but we cut a sock. We'll wrap the sock around this. This is the same.
Let's do it. Thanks, Ash. We appreciate it. It's for a good cause.
They're $1.
And this like shook itself loose.
He's getting some wheel time. We're back and running. And we're running real
We should get a drag race going.
Wait, who starts at 1?
Oh my God. Dude, can you imagine racing in this? That's insane. on.
It's awesome, right? How awesome is
this? This is hilarious. I love how these runs are just basically like. Okay, we're gonna try to back out of the. Getting a little hot there.
Does it smell like we hit a Christmas tree?
It doesn't smell like we just killed a Christmas
smells
tree.
like we just ran over Santa Claus.
How fun is it?
That thing was hot.
He's filming out the window, and we're just cutting all the turns through trees and stuff. Like it smelled like we burnt down Christmas. Oh man, this is sick. Can we live here?
Yes.
Mexico! You wanna drive, Ash?
Yo, seriously, how much fun is this thing?
Dude, this thing is crazy fun.
Ready for your maiden voyage, riding over some rally roads?
Yep. Oh my god! It's like killing fucking wolves.
Yeah, bro, that thing's moving.
Yo, Ash really could drive.
Whoa! Holy shit!
Yo, that thing's fun.
Dude, you're moving.
I miss this stuff.
Well, unfortunately, we have to leave our sick beach spot. Oh man.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
And we're actually driving part of the race road here.
In a completely packed out Ford Raptor with about 1,000 pounds worth of gear in the trunk that isn't strapped down, and a 1973 buggy that we put 2 new front shocks on the side of a highway the other day.
We're officially headed north. We made it, I don't know what,
cares?
a little bit more than a quarter of the way down Baja, and we let the cars pass us, and then we spent the day today ripping up roads ourselves, which was
way more fun than trying to chase a race.
than chasing other people and watching racing. Although, that was still a lot of fun.
New guy Kanan decided to send it too hard because Zach told him to turn it up to 12.
Kanan came over the crest, launched it over
I think
a
he actually
series of
used-
volcanic rock.
All the spark plug boots fell off the spark plugs.
Coil came loose.
The headlight is now pointed at the ground.
What'd you do?
That worked out great.
You'll notice the hood fitment's a little off now.
So of course I never lifted, come straight up over this crest. As you can see, the skid marks.
Well, what I'm more confused about is like there's a road here, which was the intended landing space, and then there's your marks here. So
The roof rack went forward 6 inches or so. Look at that. That's where it was. That's where it is now.
Ah, yeah, there it is.
All he knows how to do is crash.
All right. In only 15 minutes, we've got this thing all back together.
yeah, that's actually an important fact. We've made it 8 miles from when we left, if not less.
So now we're gonna try our hardest to get to San Felipe, which is, what, 1 hour? In normal driving time, 1 hour away.
That just happened.
That's why your lights.
That's why the headlight stopped working.
Well, it explains why we smelled burning.
But it hit metal and grounded.
Oh, you shorted.
Yeah, it shorted.
So we just got back to San Felipe, and so we all right? Yeah, sure. Anyway, we were coming around this corner, and one of the tires just fell off the roof of the Bug, and then when we stopped, we realized that the headlight was hanging off the front, and the breather tube, which actually is reattaching right now, was disconnected and melting to the headers. This thing's just like rattling itself apart.
Baja 1000, pretty gnarly, but we've had a pretty good trip. And honestly, this thing
is the best thing.
I've never seen a more successful Craigslist buy out of either one of us.
I mean, that's a
like when we bought this thing 30 miles away from the donut garage, you had that moment like pulling out after we paid. That was like, God damn, this thing probably won't make it back to the garage. Probably has like 600 miles on it now down here in Mexico without a single issue.
And let's run through, well, not without a single issue. Let's run through the issues.
What issues did it have? Kanan drove it over a rock.
Well, that's Kanan's issue. The roof rack fell off.
Throttle cable.
Throttle cable snapped.
Only actual issue.
Mirror fell off. Headlight fell off. The choke fell off.
None of these are actual issues besides the throttle cable.
Wait. The choke fell off, shorted a ton of wires. Multiple electrical things have just stopped working and started working again.
Steering wheel fell off.
Oh, right.
Thanks, Teague.
Yeah, the steering wheel fell off while driving.
That's an actual issue.
But this thing's so good.
So original intention was we wanted to follow our buddy Bill Caswell, who I'm sure you guys remember as the shit daddy, down here as he drove his $500 WRC podiuming E30, which he turned into a Baja car.
Long story short, he was supposed to be here at 5 a.m. on Tuesday. He finally got here 5 hours after registration closed for the race. So he didn't make it. So we just pressed on and kind of created our own story. Luckily, we brought our own little Baja bug with us. Then we followed some of our friends, Jesse Combs.
Casey Curry finished.
Casey Curry didn't finish. Casey Curry won his class. I think one of the raddest things about the 1000 is you've got guys like DJ Baldwin and, you know, all the top guys who are running in the top trophy truck series that are, it's a full professional program. They've got helicopters chasing them. They've got like 20 trucks on the ground. It's a full support thing. And then on the other side, you got guys who are down here running buggies or running things that aren't much more prepped than this. Actually, I think one thing we've learned from everyone down here is so much of this is about the experience, whether or not you're racing or chasing.
Chasing people in the dust is about the gnarliest thing you can do in motorsport.
Yeah, Ashley slid one corner, dusted us out. 3 seconds later, we're driving through a bush.
I was just like 25 feet offline, just mashing bushes in the Raptor.
Mexico's rad. We already kind of knew that, but it just reinforced it. Also lawless, which makes it even more rad.
This has been a great trip. I'm stoked to come back.
I think, yeah, I mean, I think whether you come here to chase it or come here to race it, it's all about this experience.
So now, do we drag this thing, or do we just try to drive it all the way back to Long Beach?
I think it's had enough. Just hook it up.
I think we've had enough.
Drag it back and then start building it for, I don't know, maybe a Class 5 1600 bug for the San Felipe 250.
Teague, just put the camera on the floor and come in.
Yeah, come on.
Come on, Teague. Guys, down to underwear again. That's it. Baja 1000 with the Hoonigans.
Whole crew. And while you probably saw a bunch of us sticking our faces in the camera, huge thanks to Memo and Paco who got us through all of this.
Time to head north. Woo!